That's what you get for being a wage slave. Speaking of which, I've been trying to be a wage slave myself. Been applying for jobs left and right this week. I think I applied for probably close to 90 positions. I've been very busy. I had 6 interviews on Monday. I had 3 interviews today, although one of them I got the time wrong, and so I didn't end up going to it. And yeah, I no-showed for it. I called them and apologized, but I was not good. I had a lot of yes, I had a lot to keep track of. So, but yeah, I have been interviewing like crazy, and I think I'm kind of getting into a groove with it now. Getting better at it, that's for sure. I had 2 job offers. I turned them both down, but it was nice to be wanted for a little while. At least I'm getting interviews. That's true. Well, I mean, it's kind of a numbers game at this point. I made a really good impression. Not it with that one, but yes, with the rest of them, at least the ones I got the interview with. I mean, the job offers with. So that was nice. That's what you meant? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit of a boost to my self-esteem. Definitely. Like I said, nice to be wanted. Guy, you went a while without any because too many places had postings without actually wanting to fill the position. I've heard that actually, that places are they're like putting out job postings, but they're actually not looking for candidates. They're just collecting resumes because they don't actually want to hire people and they're staying short staffed deliberately. Is that true? Do you really think that's true? Legally, you're not allowed to do that there. Oh, interesting. Huh.
100%. Yeah, Guy. I completely, wholeheartedly agree that employers are simply just collecting resumes to report that they're trying to hire people, but people just don't want to work.
Mm-hmm. People don't want to work for chump change. Samantha says, I have one place here. They have been hiring for over 2 years. People have put their applications and everything, and they're like a medical company and they don't hire anybody. I don't understand that. It should be illegal. That doesn't seem right. Well, that'll make me feel better if I don't get hired at some of the places that I really, really wanted to work at. Just write it off as them being unethical. Guy said, and it helps them put off their staff who is shorthanded and overworked. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was going on. It is called Braun Medical. Samantha's calling him out here. How bad were the offers? Well, one of them was it was early on. It was one of the first places that I interviewed for, and it was probably $10 less than what I actually want. So, and then the other place was it was actually the Red Cross. It was a for a I can't remember what the position was called.
It was
blood collections, no, materials collections. I don't remember. It's some kind of coordinator position. But I turned him down because it wasn't enough money.
So. Or phlebotomist.
They offered me a phlebotomist position too, and I turned them down. So it wasn't paperwork. It was for putting together like all the materials that they use to do blood drives. So kind of all the equipment and all that stuff. So it was a really, really easy job. Would be very, very low stress, and they were going to let me make my own hours and everything, but it just wasn't quite enough money, so to make it worth my while. Phlebotomy requires a license. It does, but they train you, and they give you paid training, and and all that. So they were willing to train me to do it. So, which I'm almost tempted to do it because they have like a career pathway that I could be making the money that I want to make within a year. So I could do it, and I would get to poke people with needles. That's probably the best part. I would love to poke people with needles. I always like watching it when they draw my blood. I think it's fascinating. It gets like sucked up into the vacuum. So cool. Huh. That's what you were thinking of doing was you wanted to be a phlebotomist? Plus you get to say that you're a phlebotomist. That's one of the coolest words ever, I think. Phlebotomist. Huh. Work is not kinky time. Sharpies is enough. Come on. I guess you can't like push your kink off to other people, but still get a little bit of practice in there. Guy said, though we don't pay enough for the job, so we have to pay people to learn the job, so they have to work here until someone pays them better for the thing we train them in. Yeah, exactly. You're familiar with that then, are you? Yeah, right. I'm working. It's kind of like kink. I mean, you have people who are coming in to give blood. They're volunteers. It's voluntary. It's not like you're in there poking people because they need it. Huh. I don't know. I just think it'd be fun. I'm a fan of poking. Master would not appreciate me being a phlebotomist, though, I think, especially with his fear of needles.
I was thinking about the why I'm so terrified of needles. If I remember correctly, as a child, my mom had taken us down for multiple shots. I don't like measles, mumps, rubella. There was a whole bunch of them. Not only did that not go well, like I think it was myself and my brother at the same time. The doctor ended up jabbing us. He ended up like ripping the needle out of the doctor's arm, and there was like blood everywhere. And then I think
the doctor's arm?
No, out of my brother's arm.
Oh, okay.
The doctor went to give him the injection, and he jerked and pulled the needle out of the doctor's hand, which also tore like a huge hole in his arm. It was like I think he still has the scar to this day, although I have no idea. So there was lots of screaming, and then I think I actually drank the Mr. Yuck cup, which I don't know if you guys know what that is. You're probably not old enough. They used to have these little cups on the counter. They had the frowny face on it. It was Mr. Yuck. It was like a green frowny face. And they had, I think it was like rubbing alcohol or something. Oh my God. This was like multiple vaccinations that we'd gone for. So like every time we went there for a vaccination, it was fucking trauma. Every time.
Wait, you drank the rubbing alcohol?
I was like 5. So, yeah.
Wow. That's, yeah. Ew. Chatter, you have a horror needle story too. You were terrified of them for a long time. Oh, yeah, that's it right there. I remember that. Okay. Yeah. And you thought, well, that's kind of cute. I think I'd like to drink that.
That's not the one. I think it was yellow.
Guy said, well, someone who's been through it recently, I'm back to being underpaid and overworked, but the job's not too bad this time, and my review's been going well. Good. Congratulations on that. I'm glad you've been getting good reviews. Swinny, that would put you off? Why? Is it the grimace or the tongue? Huh. What's your horror story with your needle, Chatter? Do you want to tell us?
Oh, I guess it was.
Oh,
I
it's the greenness, Swinny. Okay.
I actually think it was that one.
Hmm. You don't think Master would want you to say it, but it wasn't good though? Okay. You can tell me later. And whisper in my ear so Master doesn't hear. I've never been scared of needles. I don't think that they've ever bothered me. And in fact, I teased my kids once when I took them in for shots and was like,
Oh.
oh my God, it's going to hurt so bad. You're going to cry so hard. And then they actually did start crying. And I was like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It was not that bad. It's just a little tiny poke. I felt like a really bad mom with that. I know. So mean.
That's the one, Samantha.
The worst. I am. I know. Still mean, still green. And Master thought, okay, I'm going to have a little sip of that.
I was 5.
It doesn't help that it has a cartoon character face on it either, right?
Yeah.
Bad idea.
You would think that to encourage us to stay away, they wouldn't put cartoon characters on there, but that's what they did, and this is what happened.
Yep. Such a bad idea. Could you read at 5? I don't think I could read at 5. I don't think I learned to read until 1st grade.
I don't recall being able to read at 5. Maybe I could. I have no idea. Probably not. I know that I was 10 when I finally mastered my multiplication tables. And I was held back a grade because of it.
You were held back a grade? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh. So what they needed was an emoji type image to show kids that this is not good. It kind of looks like an emoji. Just because of multiplication tables? I guess so. Swinny, you could read at 5. You knew the alphabet? Swinny. So much bragging. Commodore says, I think my fear of needles is what turned me into a masochist because the pain temporarily distracted me from the thing going under my skin. Ooh. That's interesting. Oh, Chatter, you've heard that before, huh? Huh. Was it creeped you out that something was going under your skin? Ah. That's interesting. I haven't heard that before, but I can see how that would be a thing. Chatter said, I went to a class and the teacher said that's what she does too. Anything that will cause any sort of pain, she will tell herself how much she loves pain and try to use it in a positive spin for her. And it works. That's I know, very kinky, huh? Huh. Love it. Did you guys see the that poor flying squirrel that died this week? A flying squirrel? No. Here, I'll show you. You're so worried now. Why would you want to see that? Because it's very traumatic. Somebody sent it to me. Can you see it, Master? flying squirrel. I want to share the trauma with you. Yes. First we talk about needles, and now there's a dead flying squirrel. He's not really dead. He's just playing dead. He makes his own crime scene. He was murdered by the broom.
Did you see it? Fell right on top of me. I'm stuck.
How adorable is that? I want a flying squirrel now that plays dead. I'm so dead. Someone save me. Right? So cute. Look at this hazard. This place is unfit. I think he just wanted attention. Somebody come and scratch my belly and save me.
Help! Help!
You made a flying squirrel once? No. You didn't tell me that. Did it look like that? Okay, yeah, show me later. He's gonna get a payday when he sues. Huh. He's very dramatic. Huh. Pretty cute though. Huh. I guess I could have put that in the critters, but I wanted it. I wanted the dramatic effect of telling you that there was a dead flying squirrel.